Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again with a new meta miner rocket cycle deck to destroy ladder. Usually, hog riders get countered by buildings or tornado or fisherman, graveyard can get shut down by poison, and log bait doesn't do so well when your opponent has log in a fast cycle. But if you've got rocket log as your win condition, there isn't a spell shield in the game. Nothing can stop it. And that's why if you've got solid defense to pair with rail delivery, guards, dark goblin, and log, and your opponent can't break through you, and you just keep cycling miner rockets that is undefendable, you will win a lot of games. Usually you want to wait until double elixir to start rocket cycling aggressively, but if your opponent drops a 5 or 6 elixir cost card in the back that you can actually finish off like a Sparky or an Archer Queen, always rocket that. I think that miner rocket cycle is one of the most reliable decks on ladder, so let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. And a whole lot of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag and supporting the daily videos. Today's video is sponsored by Mobile Legends Bang Bang. MLBB is all about the action. There is literally no waiting around, and that's honestly the best part. 5 seconds to jump into a battle, you have a 5-minute match, and there's always fights going on wherever you look. And if you guys like music, you'll love the M3 theme song. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been loving MOBA games for years now. Whenever I'm playing with Lex, Kairos, and OJ, I'm screaming bang bang whenever I get a kill. Probably annoys them a little bit, but I love it. It's 5-on-5 battles, so it's perfect to play with a ton of friends. And if I can't get a ton of people, it's fine to go duo queue. I play with my girlfriend right before going to bed, and it's a great way to end the night. And I can't say this enough, but I am so excited for the MLBB Star Cup. In preparation for the tournament coming up, I've been playing a lot of new champions. My favorite is the Assassin Corinna. She can melt multiple champions at the same time. In team fights, no one can stop her, even tanks, due to her passive. I've also really been enjoying Vale, who is one of the strongest one-shot mages in the entire game. And his passive is extremely useful. It gives you extra movement speed. Because of the extra movement speed, you're just going to keep running away, and they can't catch you. I've been practicing a lot, and I can't wait to team up with you guys and crush the tournament. Team up with me and try to win $10,000 against Ben, Kairos, and OJ. We'll destroy them. If you haven't downloaded MLBB already, so make sure to join my team. The link is in the description of the video to fill out the form and download the game. There's also a $100 Amazon giveaway. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is download using the link in the description of the video and comment on the video your player ID and server ID for MLBB. So picking up the action already with a Valkyrie in the back. This guy is adventurous. And we're going to raise you up 6 elixir on the left-hand side. No, the Firecracker is ambitiously targeting the miner for no reason whatsoever, while the guards lock onto the tower, dealing his entire tower. Are you kidding me? This is why you guys need to start playing guards. They've got guard in their name, but they put anything that thinks that they can do more offense to shame. I'm going to hit him up with the rail delivery, shutting down his entire offensive presence. This is why I love the deck. It's got minor rocket cycle, but you have amazing defenses against whatever your opponent throws at you. If they've got minion horde, giant, Valkyrie, weird decks like this don't matter to me. And on top of that, the best thing is you've got huge damage potential with either the miner plus the dark goblin locking onto the tower or the miner plus guards. And if you get that damage, all you'd have to do is rocket cycle and you win. Rocket plus log does 707 damage, so all I need is a couple minor hits, and then we've basically won the game. If you try to spam into a rail delivery plus guards, it's not going to work out well for you. I think this guy actually left. He let me take the left-hand tower, and he doesn't want to play the game. I don't blame him. It's extremely painful to get minor rocket cycled in the last remaining seconds of the game. There is no way you can stop it. All right, jumping into this one against Scotty Vibes. Dude, we're going to give you the best vibes filled with rockets and surprises. So I'm going to go for a log, just kick open the game quickly. And usually with this type of deck, you don't want to go for Dark Goblins in the back because they're just going to get logged or fireballed. So a Dark Goblin at the river, and we'll see if he's a fast mobile gaming athlete. If they're bad, a lot of times the Dark Goblin will lock onto the tower and do like 700 damage. And you're just like, yeah, fair and balanced card. So I'm going to miner, he giants in the back, that's fine. Dark Prince comes down. I don't like playing against Dark Prince because it does a ton of splash damage, and it's also able to jump onto my building now immediately. So it makes me a bit uncomfy. I'm going to go for guards here, make sure that Dark Prince doesn't meander its way through to lock onto my buildings or my towers. Wonder if he's going to have miner here. So if he's got miner, ooh, it's giant graveyard. No, did not want to play against this. He's going to arrow me immediately. I got to go for delivery as soon as more skeletons accumulate. This is the best time for us to drop the delivery. Tons of damage for him, but at the same time, I think we're able to log and finish off the skeletons and the giant. Snowball came down clutch. This is going to be a tough matchup. already kicking it off with one of the hardest matchups imaginable when our opponent ends up having arrows. I hope he responds to this so then I can commit heavily with guards and miner on the other side. He did not respond to the Royale recruit. Come on, bruh. Give me that value out here. Maybe the guards can clutch up. If the guards lock onto the tower, then we're back in business. But they're just preoccupied by the skeletons. You don't have to look at those skeletons. You're superior. You have spears. You have shields. Why are you spending time on skeletons that don't matter? They're going to the grave anyway. They would just die to my tower. Oh, if only we could have the guards grow brains. Anyway, I want to go in for a Dark Goblin up high and potentially go in for a Royal Delivery on minions. I got to make predictions out. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is tragic. This is absolutely terrible. This is terrifying to see. It's a level 14 Archer Queen. And he's going to arrows me as well. So if I win this game, it would be one of the most epic wins of my life. I'm going to log, and I will go in for a log plus Royal Delivery on top of the Queen. I wonder if the Queen dies if we Royal Delivery. It should. It should not get that last hit. Good stuff. Good looks. Going to have Skeleton Army and Psycho for the... I guess he's going to Skeleton Army if we go in for a Miner here. Ooh, this is so tough. I need to get him in a bad card cycle where I can go in for guards and miner and win the game. So that's what I'm going to hope for. Can't guarantee anything, obviously, because this is tough, but hopefully we can make it happen. I'm trying to isolate the Dark Goblin from everything else, so maybe the Dark Goblin is able to provide some value on the counter push, but he should Skeleton Army on it if he's good. Unless the Dark Goblin locks onto the tower and we get the miner to tank. Yo, that's exactly what happened. No way. All right, I'm going to go in. I have to go hard in the paint here. If I don't go hard in the paint, I lose. So... here we go. Here's nothing. I'm going to follow up with a rocket. Maybe he goes invisible and misses. Oh, please just go invisible and die. Lose it. Dark Goblin stays alive with the miner tanking. Oh, that would have been so clutch. I need to basically all in again. I need to keep all inning. I can't play defensive or I lose. I got to go hard in the paint out here, guys, and it's not looking good. It's looking bleak for me, baby. I'm going to bomb tower really high up, so when he goes in for a graveyard, then his giant is going to be tanking any longer. I wonder if we go in for a log and guards if we can defend this. This is coming down to the wire. I think I played that about as well as I possibly could have. And he's going to arrow me. No! Archer Queen, get away!
Bye.
So if you get this type of matchup, you can't win it. I think that you have to go in for the most immaculate log of your life and get a Skeleton Army and then have a Dark Goblin lock on and do 2,000 damage. I think I played that one really well, but that is definitely the hardest matchup imaginable. Giant Graveyard Archer Queen with arrows are going to be in my nightmares.
Wake up!
So jumping into this one, there is not a single deck in Clash Royale that finishes off games faster than ours in the last remaining seconds. When you go for a miner plus rocket and log, the rocket plus log does 707 damage combined. That means if I get my opponent's tower to 707 and it's in the last seconds of the game, I rocket log and I immediately win. And there's nothing he can do. There's no spell shield. We just take the tower. So I'm here for it. I'm vibing with it. I might Dark Goblin whenever I get the opportunity to at the river if our opponent only has like skeletons and Ice Spirit and he goes in for a Valkyrie on top of the miner in the back. We'll have to wait and see what his deck is. Usually whenever we see a Hog Rider, it's going to be paired with an Ice Golem or a Valkyrie. I'm going to guards here and we'll figure out what you got. I think it might also be a Firecracker fast cycle deck too. So skeletons are out of cycle. That means that he's going to have to Valkyrie on this miner. So if I miner in the back, it gives me the opportunity to go in for a rocket if he drops the Valkyrie there. So I assume he drops Valkyrie, so then I can rocket on it. Ooh, Musketeer. That's even better. Yo, Musketeer gets completely cleaned up by this rocket. That's a vibe and a half. And then I can bomb tower here as well. So that's a great trade. Because I know that the bomb tower is going to be able to shut down the Ice Golem, the Hog Rider. Even if you Fireball, you still don't get a single hit. And you dropped way more elixir than me. So we have completely figured out his deck. It's going to be a Fireball, Fast Cycle, Hog Rider deck. Maybe even 2.6 Hog Rider from the looks of things. I haven't seen the cannon yet, and I don't think I will see the cannon. Unless he has to go for like Ice Spirit Cannon to stop the miner. Oh, you know what? 2.6 Hog Rider so struggles against defending miners. Because they don't have like a Valkyrie or anything else besides an Ice. Oh my gosh, what was that? He fireballed on the miner. I told you that he struggles to defend miners, and he's showing you. He's showing you guys how bad it is. Skeletons plus Ice Spirit is what he needs in his hand every single time that we go for the miner. So if he cycles one of them, he's in a bad spot. I'm going to Dark Goblin at the river. This is a bad play, but I need to cycle. I need to correct it. Maybe we can get some extra damage. Maybe he'll mess up. I'm going to go for extremely high bomb tower, and then I can go in for a Royal Delivery on everything here. I don't know if this is great. I should be able to destroy the Hog Rider, but at the same time, this is amazing log value for our opponent. But I could Dark Goblin here. If we Dark Goblin plus Miner, and the Dark Goblin locks on a tower, who needs Miner or Rocket when you've got Dark Goblin as a win condition? Oh my goodness. This is epic. So, as you guys have already seen before, Miner Rocket, great card combination. But it's even better in the last seconds. This is what I was talking about before. I can't wait to see this man rage. So I'm going to start Miner Rocketing when I get the opportunity to. We can damage him down from 1,400 basically with 2 rockets and 2 logs. So that's even better for me. I'm going to wait for him to go in for the log. Then I'll go in for guards afterward. Go in for the Miner and hit him up with the Dark Goblin in front. So the Dark Goblin might be able to finish off the Musketeer or put it into the standing where the Royal Delivery is able to finish everything else off. So now it's 2 rockets and 2 logs away. I can go in for the initial rocket, hit him up with the bomb tower, and then log on everything else. Notice how I rocketed first so I can get back to it quicker, and I made sure that I still had some answers back for the Hog Rider here. So rocket log wins me the game, baby. That's all we got to do out here. You guys already know. That's what's up. That's what's good. I think he's going to Hog Rider, so I'm going to wait for the opportune moment. I'm not going to do it a bit too early on because no one wants to throw the game out here. Rocket first, going for the log, and walk away with a win. Also, rocket in the corner. It approaches the tower a little bit faster, so you're going to guarantee that you win the game in the last remaining seconds. If it's close, drop it in the corner. Let's rocket into this game and Miner Rocket cycle out his tower. This is how we play Clash Royale, guys. We are cheesy with our Rocket. The thing is, Rocket is one of those few cards in Clash Royale that people just do not want to play against. I'm able to rocket on most of his stuff. I am not able to hit the Lumberjack as well, unfortunately, but I don't think the balloon gets that last hit. I think that the tower's fast enough. So if my skeletons are all cycled in the same side, we would have been able to keep the Lumberjack right next to the rocket, so we wouldn't have taken any damage there. For 7 elixir, we would have completely shut that down. But sometimes stuff doesn't happen exactly the way you want, so we'll go through with a Miner guards push here on the right-hand side. And it's weird to see someone Lumberjack balloon at the start of the game without knowing exactly what I have. Like, he dedicated an insane amount of elixir. I could have had Minion Horde. You could have automatically lost the game right then and there, my dude. So I'm going to Dark Goblin. It will kill the Inferno Dragon and also the Bowler. So I won't have to worry unless he decides to go for a freeze or something. I don't think you're going to freeze that. Oh my gosh. He is the most aggressive person on this planet. Wait, I thought that the Royal Delivery was going to go in front of the... Okay. Looked like the Dark Goblin was going to the left-hand side. I don't know why I thought that was going to happen. I got completely juked by my own card. Dark Goblin, why you gotta be so suspicious out here, bro? Guards are out of cycle. Lumberjack is back in cycle. I wonder if Dark Goblin Miner is the wrong decision. I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I feel like it's the right decision. Because if he Lumberjacks here and he can't go in for a balloon, he's gonna be very upset. And then I can go for a bomb tower and completely annihilate any balloon that he drops. Balloons are not good against buildings. Specifically cannon, it takes 2 shots now for a balloon to finish it off. So it's one of the worst win conditions in the game to break through buildings. And freeze now has become a lot worse with balloon. I've seen a lot of people starting to run like lightning or fireball more often with their balloon cycle decks. Anyway, he's going to take a ton of damage if I rocket this, but I'm not going to specifically because, like, hey, I think that this guy's trying to bait out my rocket so then he could balloon freeze on the other side with maybe like more spam. I just don't want to have that happen. So, the bomb tower here, I'll go in for Royal Delivery. I'll hit him up with the Dark Goblin. And yeah, this is great stuff. The balloon's going to take 2 hits to break through that, and he's got lightning plus freeze. So that's what I was talking about. I told you guys, most people are not just straight up running balloon anymore because it doesn't break through buildings. So this man adjusted. He's not running the balloon freeze deck that we are used to playing against every single game. He's running it with lightning randomly as well. You'll love to see the innovation. It's just interesting to see. So I'll rocket here. I think with the balloon death damage, it's not going to be able to do anything here, right? I think that the bomb tower pops, right? Right? Oh my gosh, how'd that get a hit? I guess even if the balloon gets a hit, it's not near as much as it used to be. That was barely any damage. I was shaking in my boots for a second. I was looking, I was like, am I screwed? I let a balloon connect to my tower, especially with freeze and how fast it fires, but only 800 damage is something that's pretty meaningless. If you get that Dark Goblin onto the tower, it does way more than a balloon. So GG, well played, and peace out to our opponent. We'll bounce on next one. You went in for a Lumberjack balloon at the start. You deserve to lose, bro. Here we go. We're going to keep up that win streak out here. We are crushing it today. This deck is so solid on ladder because a lot of people bridge spam right into Royal Delivery, and then they can't stop the Miner Rocket surprise. Miner Rocket with this deck is not something that people see very often, so they cycle a 5 elixir cost card in the back. You can rocket it and be like, hey, I bet you didn't understand what my deck was. Also, Poison plus Goblin Cage makes me feel like it's going to be a graveyard deck. So great situation for us because we didn't drop it in the spot that he could tornado because Obviously, with that type of hand that he would have been able to drop a unit if he had anything good. Why would you wait that long for the recruits? Okay, so maybe he's not going to have a tornado deck. Maybe he's got a standard Royale recruits deck. I totally thought this was going to be a graveyard deck. But poison with recruits is not something that I'm used to seeing. So I'm going to go for bomb tower here. I wonder if it's better for me to go in for Royal Delivery and then hit him up with a skeletons here as well. Royal Delivery will finish off the Musketeer, so I take minimal damage in the left-hand side if the Fly Machine locks on to the Dark Goblin. Oh, it doesn't even lock on the Dark Goblin in time. No way. We're chilling. I thought the Dark Goblin was definitely dead, but Dark Goblin might be able to finish off the skeletons too. That was close, guys. That was insanely close to doing 1,500 damage to the tower. If he didn't have Elixir and the Dark Goblin locks on, it's just ridiculous, right? So another Goblin Cage comes down. Not something that I have to worry about. And double Elixir, I can start to rocket on top of my opponent. But because he's got Flying Machine and Musketeer, those are two cards that you primarily want a Fireball on, right? And I don't have that. So I guess I'm at a bit of a deficit in that situation. The Flying Machine is going to be the big card that's going to give us trouble. So I'm going to log early on just to get damage onto the tower. I'll go for another Dark Goblin here. I can Royal Delivery or Bomb Tower depending on what I'm feeling. I think I'll Bomb Tower first and then I'll Royal Delivery afterward. Just want to be able to get maximum value with my Royal Delivery when I drop it. I don't want to do it too early because if I do, then I'm going to be kind of screwed. And if I do it too late, I'm also in a bad spot. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to eat damage on both sides because it's not important for me to defend the right-hand tower if it's going to get as much damage as he gets on the left. And then I can go for a Dark Goblin plus Miner because I don't think he's going to go for recruits because I don't think he has Elixir. Oh, the Dark Goblin almost locked on. That would have been insane. That would have been preposterous value. I can log again and then hit him up with a Bomb Tower here. Reason why I'm dropping Bomb Tower every single time is just because I feel like it's important for me to defend this with splash damage, and I don't really have any other splash damage besides the Royal Delivery here.
Prepare to fight.
So I'm going to wait for the Fly Machine to lock onto the Bomb Tower because it still has some HP, and then I'm going to go for the Miner in the back with the Dark Goblin. If he poisons, probably an overcommitment. Oh my gosh, I don't know if that pulls everything. I was looking at that, and the bomb was making sure that I couldn't drop the Bomb Tower at the spot that I wanted. Let me know down below in the comment section if that's ever happened to you guys, where like the bomb kind of screws you over. All right, I want to go in for a rocket, but I haven't seen him cycle a Musketeer or anything along those lines, so I'm going to go in for a Dark Goblin here. Oh, wait. Am I going to hit it, or is it going to go too fast? Please just die. Please just die. No one loves you, Fly Machine. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. That was one of the scariest moments of my life. I saw my light flash right before my very eyes. Oh, my gosh. I said light. I meant life. You guys know what I meant. Sometimes words get mixed up in the meanings here. Where do we want to go? Do we hit up the Dark Goblin and then skeletons here? Maybe even going for another high Bomb Tower just to make sure the Fly Machine doesn't lock on. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Get away from me. Okay, Fly Machine, you're not getting targeted. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely absurd. And then I go in for the Miner, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this anymore. Oh, this is so spooky. The Miner does lock onto the tower, so all I need is 2 more rockets and I walk with win. This is going to be one of the most clutch games ever if I'm able to walk with win here. So I'm going to go in for the Royal Delivery, Skeletons. Bomb Tower is probably necessary, but maybe I'm able to log and just go for guards here instead and Miner in front. So what I'm doing is eating almost everything I possibly can. And then I'll try to go in for Miner rockets to walk away the win. So I'm going to rocket here. I 100% need to go for Skeletons to body block this Fly Machine. And I'm going to go for a Bomb Tower here as well. The log coming through. Do I have it, guys? I think we got him on lock. That is ridiculous. Wow, that was one of the closest games ever. And it just shows you that if you have Miner rocket, you have way more firepower than anyone else. Only 26 trophies from that, but the win streak is still alive. Let me show you how many wins we've got in a row. That's a pretty ridiculous win streak. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.